Okay, guys, I thought we'd make a part 4 of this. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to this mini-series. It is now a mini-series. I wasn't going to do this, but yeah, I think we sort of have to. We can move this one out of here. This one is not locked in by this particular unit. It's only locking in this area through here. So I can move this off anywhere I like. This one also, I am going to get a flanking shot through here. Actually, we don't have enough action points. We've already done that one. We've already done that one. If I just press P, I can sort of see who can still move around. Now, these guys can still move. That one can't move easily, not without taking hits. So I'll leave that one where that is. We've still got 28 there. This one's got 18.
We move.
Let's just move it out. That one has got 2 more moves. We'll just move that one into there and then move it back in again, just to keep the momentum up. Press P. Now that one's not really a threat anymore. That one's not really a threat. This guy is back up to full strength. Now we've got 4 moves with this one. 1, 2. Oh, I could have kept on going further with this one. I shouldn't have just hit that one from that angle. It would have been more effective the other way around. Well, in that case, we can still do that. Got one more. Assuming that that's the back of it. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, 94. There we go. That's been wiped out. Okay, that's good. Just face that one up to the top. That still leaves these. Now these are at 18. Let's race this one back down this way. Past the commander. Come on, get one more. No. It's locked in essentially though. Although it does have the the momentum, the devotion momentum. We've still got all of these guys as well. And these commanders. Is that one still going? No, that one's been moved. Okay, let's bring this one up and around. Yeah, as I keep on saying in each of these videos, the game mechanics themselves are very, very good. It's just the interpretation of this procedural campaign that I have issues with. Up to 51 now, so we're going to get through this one fairly quickly. And I do want to show a different sort of map as well. Like, you know, we've only been playing on this sort of camp map that we sort of saw, and I want to go back now that you've sort of had a bit of a look at this, just to see what you think of the other bits and pieces in the game. You know, we've still got this one as well, which also then still has some combat abilities. I really want to be bringing it more out this way. This one's got 3 moves.
Heavy fire support.
Evasive maneuvers.
You require my counsel.
Enemy is out of range. Okay, another one down.
Immortals awaiting command.
These Battlesectors haven't taken any actual damage just yet.
Heavy fire support.
Might as well hit at some of these. Probably that one there, just to get the splash damage. See if we can kill off those as well. Did a bit of damage that way, that side. We did kill that group off.
Our targets wait.
That one's already moved. And that one has as well. Okay, everyone looks like as though they've moved, so let's end the turn. So we've now got 61% of their forces have now been destroyed.
Defensive formation.
And you can see it's been really quite one-sided because we started with so much more troops. And this is another problem with this procedural generation. It's why companies often shy away from making random maps like this, is because it's very, very hard to find a way to make the games interesting. You know, there's some games have been able to do it, but a lot of games just don't. They just don't find a good solution. And I think that this one, they've got to figure out a way to make that work. Now, whether that be with different sorts of objectives or advantages or whatever else there might actually be, to sort of manufacture a result or manufacture a degree of difficulty, I think would be very, very useful in this sort of game. Where's that one going to go? Yeah, it's trying to extract itself from the zone of control. And then what's good? Yeah, can't do much else. All right, here we go. So we're back in action. These are back on the ground. Did we kill it? Not quite. And it has locked us in there. Yeah, it has. So if I move out, they're going to attack us. I'll come back against this one here.
I have waited.
Again, a second time. Move that one through. Again, we've been able to actually. We've now got the momentum. I'm glad we can show this because it's rare. It's rare that we actually get this. So anyway, we've got the empower. Like we've got the surge give +1 action point, or gives the option to use an upgraded version of an ability. Now, surging +1 movement. I might just keep it there because the health abilities is actually really exceptional. So some of these haven't even got close to it yet. Let's just keep these locked in.
A single strike.
Take that. And then we just make sure that we face off so that they can't get in behind us. Well, this one we sort of obliged to hit this one. These ones have taken a bit of damage. But you can see how strong they are. They're really exceptionally good. And then these we want to get in behind. These are the units. Now we've got that's the angle that they're looking at. So we'll just come into here to start with.
Will be swift.
Use the melee fight. So we have to go up to here to do that. It's 90. That's 99.
Submit.
Didn't quite get the kill. 79 now.
Death by my hands. I seek a favorable position.
Just move that one away again. Actually, this one also does have the ability, so we can actually sort of use that, but let's just keep it so that we can keep on getting more health. This one's at 50.
A taste of my power.
We're taking fire! We're taking fire!
There we go, that's been destroyed. Up to 89 now.
Progressing.
Got a better angle there.
Firing on target.
We're taking fire!
Actually, it's a shame we haven't had this one attract any actual combat fire, because he's quite funny with the way that he talks. It is enjoyable to watch that one. Just move these guys in, these immortals.
Firing on target.
Yeah, so it would be great. The game would be absolutely awesome if it had the ability to have different sorts of defences on these little maps. I think it would just make such a massive, massive difference. Yeah, we've still got those there. Not that I can really do much. Let's just move this one in, just to keep them tied into this group.
We serve.
That one, do we still have movement? Yeah, we do. There we go. Critical hits. That's got them. It's the last one.
We're taking fire!
There we go. So we got the result, and I will just go through a little bit more of the of how things sort of then work. So we can sort of see that we got 100%. They didn't actually kill any of our units, which really does give us a massive advantage, because without losing any units and having like nearly all of our points in place, the damage to the units isn't accounted for. But if we had have lost units, we would have had to then gone back in and spend points to then go we would have had to have possibly used like not a requisition, but an action point to then go back and build back up our army, which is what's the trouble is with the AI. So if we go to look at the stats, we can then sort of see what actually happened there. So enemies dispatched, they dispatched kills this battle and total kills over the career. So they actually had so they had 9, 10, and 1 sister superior. So this is sort of like the overall campaign stats, and through this side, melee and ranged attacks coming through with who did what and what sort of damage they actually got up to. It's quite nice. As I say, the overall mechanics are really, really good. Very, very good. So we now proceed. We now get ourselves another location, essentially. So we've now picked up this location here, and we'll then see, okay, what is this one? This is the Manufactor, and we get +1 action point, which means that even though we moved an action point there, we've still got one more action point through this side. I would have liked to have shown the AI attacking, because they haven't been able to do anything at all. Like they haven't captured anything, which is, as I say, the balance. That aspect of the balance is a massive, massive problem. It's boring as hell just fighting against the sisters the whole time. That is really quite, not all that much fun. I will go up against this 1500 one. Like you can see there, we don't actually, like our forces are at 2295 out of 2300. So our actual combat ability is basically 100%, because we didn't lose any units against that one. And the reason we didn't lose any was because we've got 2300 points going up in against about half that number of points. So you can imagine that if it was fairly even, it would be quite different. So I think the challenge for the developers is to try to figure out how they can actually get that to be a challenge and to be interesting, but also to allow the AI to at least get out of their home system, their home hexes. I can't believe that. I mean, the game hasn't been released yet, but it's only days away. So I can't believe it's at this state where these don't actually progress at all. It's just, I don't know. This is on normal. Like, there is one more level of ease to the actual game as well. So I don't know what that would actually do. Anyway, this one, we've still got one more action point, like we're in through here. I don't know if we end up. I don't know if that was the... I think we had used up all action points, and now we have the extra one because of this one. Let's just go and have a quick look at the map into here. Like, I've still got a few more minutes. So we'll just go and click on that one. So we can actually go and click and attack the Tyranid base. So we'll just go and claim this one. And so we're going in with basically 3,000 versus 1,500. So, well, not 3,000. We're going in with 2295 against 1,500. But it's still a massive, massive advantage to us. Yeah, I don't know the answer. I just know that that's the challenge. How do you make that interesting? How do you make that balanced, and how do you make this interesting? Like, it's it's like the proof of concept is there. Like, so yes, tick, proof of concept, tick, it is procedural, but it's really, really basic. It's way, way, way too basic at this stage. I sort of almost wish that they hadn't released that they weren't going to be releasing this particular version of the campaign, but I guess they sort of need to have some way of single player playing as a Necrons. Yeah, for me, it's a disappointing result, to be honest. I think it could have been so much stronger. Anyway, let's just go and proceed. And as I keep on trying to balance that by saying, I really love the mechanics, I love the graphics, I love the voice acting in it as well. Like, there's a lot but there's a lot to not like as well. So, and there's a lot that can be fixed, which would, like, I don't know how long it would take to fix it, but I would be thinking that in terms of trying to sort of get the gameplay as interesting as possible, it shouldn't be that hard, I wouldn't have thought. Paused. I shouldn't start those battles, sorry. I know that the I don't know how much of what I was just saying got cut out. Not that it's all that important. It's the same stuff I've been saying for the other 3 episodes. So anyway, all I'm just going to do is just going to race forward. You can see this is like a different sort of biome. This one is different. Like, I have actually played a fair bit of this to sort of see what does go on. This one's got problems. Now, how can I show this? I don't think I can show it easily. Again, just random placement of different sorts of terrain. Some of these, I played one where you can't get through there, for example. That's cut off. You can't get through, and so it's all sort of just randomly positioned. This one's fairly open. I think that's cut off through there. Everything else looks pretty good. But I played one of them where there was so many choke points. In the end, I had to go through, which I didn't mind because I thought that was different. But now when I look at this one, the actual evaluation of this is that, it's still just as open as anything else. See, this looks great, but it doesn't do anything. Like, there's no, like, it would be awesome if they did something in the battle. If there was just some degree of interest in the actual battle itself. The mechanics are solid. This is a choke point through here, by the way. But again, there's nothing stopping you from walking around the outside edge. These are really, really misleading. Like, these look like what they should be is that you should be able to wander up into here, stand up through here, and not be able to be attacked with melee, and then just fire down on anybody that's down below you. That's the way it should look. But in reality, what it is you walk up onto here. This is actually, you can do this. Let's just show this. We've got one right here. Not that I can sort of show where how we can do that, but I'll just do it as an example. Just go and proceed.
My empire weakens.
So I'll just move that one up onto this other location. This should like, when I saw this, I thought, oh, good. This is what I've been looking for. I've been looking for these sorts of things where there's some interest in the terrain that's going to then sort of cause something to go a little bit more interesting. Anyway, I'll just overwatch it.
Activity detected out of
Getting
range.
a whole lot of different sorts of movement. Back up through here with the Tyranids. Now this thing can actually, this thing can float.
Activity detected out of range.
Yeah, so they're all sort of up in this area. And this is a lot more interesting fighting the Tyranids and the Space Marines because they're fleshed out, and so there's a bit of a difference there. You know, they've actually constructed their armies, and I just wish that these sisters had the same sort of deal. And so if I come up into here with my ranged attack, I have a ranged attack. I can't show it in here because I can't actually hit the ground. My ranged attack is down into here. That's all the only attack I actually have. The rest of the attack, all of this is technically can't be seen. It's actually because there's no movement through these tiles. And this is where I really thought that, okay, this is going to be a bit of a scramble to try to get ranged units onto these spots, protect the back way up, and then have them fire down onto enemy troops. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. You know, like I thought this is exactly what I was looking for. But no, it's just random placement of things that actually end up blocking your ability to do combat. I don't think there's any. There's this one here. Let's keep on moving up this one. We'll just end our turn.
None will pass unseen.
Now, we may not be able to get on there.
Activity detected out of range.
It's a beautiful looking game. Oh, here we go, got flying units. Okay, I'm not going to be able to move out of there, unfortunately. So these have sort of raced forward. Yeah, I can't quite get anywhere with that.
Plotting movement.
Yeah, they've got other units just sort of swarming around the outside. Anyway, you sort of get the idea of what's actually going on that way. I love this mechanic. Yeah, a bit of splash damage coming over there. Anyway, I'll leave it here, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this mini-series. I hope I haven't been too negative. As I say, I think the game has got such a lot of promise. And I get frustrated with games that actually have got this sort of degree of promise, but just aren't delivering fully on what they could be. And it's like I feel that it's so close. So I haven't given up. I haven't given up. I will keep on covering the game with the other changes that do come with it. I think that this still has the potential to be a very, very good game. But in terms of the procedurally generated campaign, yeah, for me it's half done at this point in time. Thanks for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy this sort of content. And again, a big thank you to my Patreon supporters, and my apologies if I have been too negative with this game. I know I get frustrated with games that I have got a degree of passion about, and I do think that this one could be an awesomely good game. So I tend to get frustrated with it because I'm just thinking, oh, come on, I mean, it's not even close, but you can sort of see that the building blocks have started. It's just that it's not ready. It's not ready for gamers who are looking for procedural content. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.